I want to thank Chuck Schumer for his extraordinary leadership. To have a New York senator who's also the leader of the United States Senate, it's one of the reasons this project has gotten done. He was right to thank his wing woman, Kirsten Gillibrand. I, of course, want to give a lot of thanks to New Jersey's senior senator who, but for his leadership, we would not be here, and Bob Menendez. Of course, I'm standing before two of the greatest governors this region has ever seen in Hochul and Murphy. And I tell you, I know this from my personal interactions with Phil Murphy. This was a laser priority and focus for him. And again, these governors, without their support, we would not be here. But I want to make it clear, I was a senator for the last decade. I've been working on this project since the day I walked into office. I still remember having Obama's Secretary of Transportation in my office with our then governor working on this project. It was so frustrating to me when President Trump came in and blocked the process. We couldn't even get environmental reviews. If there's any reason why we're here today, it's because when President Joe Biden was elected, he said this is the #1 infrastructure project in the United States of America. And I want to thank President Joe Biden for his focus, for his commitment, and for helping us in Congress, in the Senate, to deliver what we see today. Please give him one more round of applause. And I know this is a regional project. People think of it in that way. They think of it as a project between New York and New Jersey, but that's simply not true. This is a great American project. This region of New York and New Jersey is the most economically productive region in all of America and one of the most economically productive regions in all of the world. Investments here pay dividends. In fact, $1 in our regional infrastructure bring back $4 of economic growth. This Northeast corridor, that when it's choked, it clogs up the entire northeastern seaboard. We know that it's only about 2% of the landmass of America, but it is 20% of our economic strength. If there is going to be a strong, a successful, an economically powerful area of the United States of America, this is it. And so investments here for the American taxpayer pay dividends for us all. When it comes to American economy, American jobs, when it comes to American well-being, America's quality of life, this is the region that fuels an outsized proportion of our country's strength. And so today is a celebration of who we are. We as a nation, from our canal systems to the transcontinental railroad, we are a nation. From aviation and to sailing the seas and shipping, we are a nation that has always said that we are going to show the world a way. And so today is a day of making investments, the biggest investment of taxpayers in a transportation project ever. This is a day that we come back to being who we say we are, a nation that invests in itself so we can grow our nation, grow our economy, and continue to lead the world. And I'll tell you this, what makes me particularly excited is that this is just not an infrastructure investment. It's just not for the overall economy. The dollars being invested here will create tens of thousands of union jobs, affecting hundreds of thousands of people, families, and children who will not only see solid jobs and solid well-being, but good health care and a brighter future. When we invest in ourselves, the dividends that we pay cannot be measured. This region, for decades to come, will benefit from this investment. And so I close with a simple understanding said by a man far greater than any of us who will speak today, which was Martin Luther King. He said in a spiritual sense the truth about the power and interconnectedness of us all. He said in the letters from the Birmingham jail that we are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Well, that is true in the spiritual sense, but we must make it true in reality. We must make it true in our lives, our connections to one another, the community that we create at a time that there's so many shearing forces trying to drive our country apart. Well, today we celebrate that spiritual truth in practical, measurable ways. We deepen our connectivity. We strengthen our network. We say to the present and point to the future that better days are ahead. A tighter, greater community is before us. And we in America are making these states even more united. Thank you.